Squad, welcome back to another design time. Today we are doing Princess Peach's wedding dress. Let's get started. All right, so I went ahead and started a blank design called Wedding, and this is going to be kind of a challenge in a lot of ways. I need to go ahead and make sure I've got my reference picture in front of me. Let's start with the design. I'm kind of torn between this long-sleeved full-length dress and the short one because, I was gonna say because this one has poofy sleeves and the short one doesn't, but both of them do. So let's just go with the long sleeve dress. We're gonna have to modify the dress just a little bit because there are some things that are gonna be different. I don't have a good picture of the back of the dress, so we're just gonna kind of make up what it might look like on the back based on the front. Yeah, it's almost like an ivory color. So we'll start with that. Okay, so some things to do at the bottom here. What we're gonna need to do is kind of make this illusion of the underskirt. She's got a few layers going on here, which is good. And as usual, we've got a classic scalloped edge at the bottom. But what we're gonna start with is just adding a darker color at the bottom layer. I'm looking at the very, very bottom layer right now. That's a little bit too red. That looks really good. Yeah. Okay, it's very, very subtle. These things are really subtle that we're going for right now. And then now we need kind of a lighter color. It's more of a cream. We need this light cream to go to be like this scalloping. I can't wait. It was what I was made to do. I feel like every single time we do a design time, it's like Rebekah's trying to make all the scallops she can. The main challenge of this one is honestly going to be the sleeve / top half of the dress. It's gonna be kind of difficult to get what I'm wanting to get. So we're just gonna try our best. Tell you what, we're gonna go with this darker color for now, and if we can, we'll change it later. Yeah, maybe even one wider, honestly. So we're gonna go 1 up, 3 down. And welcome back once again to basic math with Rebekah. Perfect, it timed out perfectly. It worked perfectly. And you see that beautiful scalloped edge? That's what we've been going for this entire time. So I know I probably use the design feature more than most people do on average for Animal Crossing. Not to say that most people don't use it, just I think I spend probably a little bit more time with different kinds of designs just because of design time. And one thing that I've kind of noticed that I wish we could change is the fact that there really aren't a ton of options for different styles. I really appreciate that we have 6 different options for like shirts and 6 different options for dresses, but like for a style like this that we're trying to do, there's really not a good option for the dress because the sleeves are poofy. Peach's dress here is strapless and we don't want her to look like she has the Popeye arms. It's gonna be a little bit of an interesting challenge here. I'm still very, very, very grateful for the amount of stuff that we have here. Now, one thing really quickly that I want to do is you see on each of these scallops, there's a line on the bottom of the dress. And I'm getting very detailed, mostly because a lot of the dress is just plain old white. And also, I'd like to reiterate that I will be checking these colors at the end. I know it looks kind of crazy right now. We're gonna fix it at the end. I just need to see the difference between them right now. The scallops are way too yellow, and this I think is a little bit too dark, that gray that I just used. I'm gonna use this gray here, the same one that we used for the very bottom of the dress, to kind of map out where we want this big old poof thing. I don't know the technical name of it, so we're calling it a poof thing. And see kind of how that feels. Nope, bad. What I'm trying to avoid is having to plot all of the points by hand, but it looks like that's what we're gonna have to do. If I'm correct, the reference that I'm using here is from Odyssey. What did I just do? Where did the guides go? Am I going crazy? What? Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We can do it. I just got really confused there for a second. Okay, there's confused. So here's kind of where I am with this. It looks, when I do it just pixel by pixel, it looks way too wide, but when I was going like down and over, the line looked so splotchy and sad. So we're gonna try it one more time, but we might just go with the wider line in order for it to look cleaner, if that makes sense. That can work. Oh, this part looks really bad though. Okay, you know what? It looks really good. That's the best it's looked. We're gonna keep it that way. Moving on. From what I would imagine about the dress, it just stays like a simple straight line in the back. So that's what we're gonna go with. Let's go ahead and draw out. She's got a sweetheart neckline. So let's make sure we can kind of figure out where that neckline should start. Okay, so she's got like a little bit of this kind of waist on the dress. What I think we're gonna do is just come over with this until maybe about there, and then come down, and then maybe come down here. What do we think? And then we could get rid of this line. I just don't like that. This is a tough one. All these little details are kind of hard to get down. Tell you what, let's go ahead and for now, let's keep it a straight line. This might be one of those things that we just aren't able to do in order to keep like the integrity of the design. Okay, that looks better at least. This underside layer has got some really big sparkles on it. Let's go ahead and do some little sparkles. So this is something really subtle. Yeah, very, very subtle, but I think it'll kind of help bring the dress to life just a little bit. And if it looks weird, we can always take it off. We're gonna come back and fix some of this stuff. The trickiest part of this dress is the top, honestly. Like, I really don't know what to do here. One thing that I'm gonna start off with actually is giving her a neckline around here, because on the photo, if you're looking at it, you can see she's got this little choker. Good. Let's go ahead and get her cute little pendant here. Is that gonna be too big? No, that looks really good. That looks so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got that down. Now we just gotta figure out the sleeves. Honestly, one option is to just keep them the way that they are here. Another option is a little bit weirder, matching the skin tone here, but I'm just worried she's gonna look like she has gigantic biceps. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. I know you can't see a huge difference right now. I need to make the tan a little bit darker. Let's go ahead and just keep the sleeves white. I know that's not super authentic, but it's just what we're doing today. The tan color that I have for my character's skin is a little bit too light. Let's make it a little bit darker, and that should help. Let's go ahead and finish up the color, like correct some of the color on the bottom of the dress. Yeah, something like that. Oh wait, this one is supposed to be lighter though. There we go. That's like the exact same color. That's literally the same color. That's really funny. Let's just go with white there. I think that'll be okay. It's got a more yellowish tint on the dress itself, but it just doesn't look good with what I'm doing. Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to do, I think that's looking pretty cute. Let's go ahead and lighten this gray up. It's a little bit too dark. There we go. And then just lighten up this part. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Tell you what, I know that's technically a detail down there, but it's not one that we're gonna include. I know there's like those little stripes there that we were going for, trying to get all the details, but that honestly just looks a lot cleaner. I want to include as many details as possible, but not when they make the dress look super weird. I'm gonna add a few of these, making sure as best I can that none of the pixels are touching, because that'll create lines. Okay, let's see if I ruined the dress. Let's try it on. Oh, no, I think that's actually working, kind of. Yeah, I think that kind of works. That looks really cute. Let's go ahead and get her all set. Oh, and I need to take my glasses off, I think. And I'll be totally honest, I was gonna buy, if you don't know, there is a $1 million crown that you can get at the Able Sisters sometimes, and I was totally gonna buy it, but for the last couple days I haven't had it in this store. I've only had it once, and I didn't have the money to buy it when I had it. So I was thinking, instead of an actual crown, we could do a flower crown, or Oh wait, that's right. I have this nurse thing. I also have this bow. I kind of like the nurse thing. It looks a little bit like a veil. Oh my goodness. Okay, so technically, I think that means that we're finished. Okay, so the last thing that we need to do is find one of my villagers. Look at me, a little bride running around in her wedding dress in the rain. All right, so Bill is home, and Bill is actually gonna help me with my final reveal. Let's see if this actually works. If he doesn't wear this, I'm gonna cry because I actually really like this comedian's outfit. Please wear it. Yes, yes, okay. Okay, here we go. Now I'm ready for my wedding. Look at this. Oh my god. I'm obsessed. He's no Bowser, but I think I prefer Bowser. No, I prefer Bill over Bowser any day. The only reason I chose him, or I asked him to live on my island, is because his catchphrase is Quacko, and I laughed the first time he said it. But I guess Bill and I are married now. So that's really nice. Yeah, I think it looks great. And we got the scallops down at the bottom too. Again, if you have submissions, just leave them down in the comments and we'll get around to them when we can. They're a lot of fun to do, and I end up doing a lot of designs that I never would have thought to do. Like this one, I never would have in a million years thought to do Peach's wedding dress since we already did Peach's dress. So it's a fun, different design, and it gets me out of my comfort zone sometimes. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is, wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. Bye, squad.